Here we go.
Well, hello there. How is everyone? I hope you're well on this amazing, beautiful, wonderful Friday. That's it, baby. It's Friday. We made it. We made it through the week. Did you make it in one piece? You look in one piece. You're looking absolutely amazing, by the way. But are you doing amazing things? Are you subscribed to the channel? Are you liking the videos? If not, come on, let's do something. Let's see me as like charity case, and by doing that, you're basically doing charity work. Which, look, karma's a thing. But anyway, this is video 2 of potentially 3. Now, again, just bear with me because I'm changing the camera and stuff, but that's been a complete and utter disaster. So at the moment, we're in the process of doing that to hopefully bring you a better experience. But what are we talking about in this video? A few people have reached out to me and they have been, for want of a better phrase, losing their shit. Because another channel, I think it's Tell It to L, had recently released a video a couple of days ago, I think, and it was apparently a report, a tip, someone had walked in and reported something regarding the Idaho 4 case, and this has caused quite a stir. So first of all, for those of you who haven't seen it, I'm going to read it, and I'll put it on the screen so you can see it, because I can't screen share. Don't ask. It's all part of the same camera changing issue, which will be rectified later today. But let's go. So it says, this is field interview, and then there's a redaction. You can see that. It says, on November 22nd, 2022, at 1:10 p.m., redaction, entered the county courthouse wearing blue jeans and a grey sweatshirt, carrying a black backpack and a sleeping bag. Mr. requested to speak with a deputy to make a tip regarding a homicide. I, deputy, redaction, don't know why they'd redact that, to be fair, advised him that he could report the tip directly to the sheriff's office by contacting Crime Stoppers or Communications. Mr. Complete Redaction stated he did not have a phone and was walking because he just hitched rides down here this week from Idaho. I asked Mr. where the crime occurred, and he stated Moscow, Idaho, where all those kids were killed. I offered to call the Moscow Police Department and report the tip for him. Mr. provided me with a valid Idaho driver's license, number redaction. Mr. such and such provided the date of birth, September such and such, which matched the date of birth on his license. I called someone communications and had them check Mr. so-and-so for warrants and to verify the information he had provided to me. Mr. did not have any active warrants. I asked Mr. what he believed happened. Mr. stated, I know who killed those 4 kids. They're going to try and pin it on me. I asked him to clarify if he was speaking about the Idaho State University students who were killed or found killed around November 13th, and he replied, yup. I then asked him to name the individuals involved. Mr. Complete Redaction also stated that Kevin, give Kevin's name, fuck Kevin. Kevin straight under the bus, mate. Even though complete redaction of the deputy who was doing the report and the person who was doing the reporting and other slight redactions to kind of, hide people. Kevin, fuck mate. Kevin, maybe they've used a false name. Kevin, Alan and Aaron, all of them straight under the bus, participated in the quadruple homicide. And that Kevin would have been the perpetrator, but Alan and Aaron were present or participated. Mr., again, you're not getting his name, also stated that Kevin, redaction there, that'll be his surname, drives enduro bikes, and that the investigators need to look for motorcycle tracks a distance away from the crime scene because Kevin is known to have committed crimes and left his bike a ways away. So he can walk to it and then get away without being recognised. I asked Mr. how he knew that these individuals were responsible for the murders, and he got defensive, stating, I lived in Moscow until last week. I just know they're going to try and frame me. I asked Mr. such and such if he had direct knowledge or had witnessed the crime, and he stated again, the police just need to look real close. Mr. such and such advised me he is homeless but will be hanging out near the library to use their computers and the area of the courthouse for the foreseeable future. Mr. was very emotionless throughout the duration of his conversation, only showing irritation and anger when speaking about being set up or framed for the murder. Mr. Such and Such gave no reason for moving to North Carolina and no reason for leaving Idaho except that he just had to get out of there. Well, he said he was going to be framed. That's why he said they were going to frame him. So that was possibly the reason that he'd witnessed or had information about a horrific crime and feared that he was going to have it pinned on him. I contacted Moscow Police Department, and there's a number, at 1:47 p.m. and was given the number for the tip line, and the number which I called. And then we've got this next sheet here. Alan has used the name, social security number, blah, 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 in the past. Alan lives in Pennsylvania, has used a different social security number than he is now, possibly, but not Alan's. Alan has a connection to someone else as a possible relative. Used last name. I'm sure does that say fucking Anne? Related to Anne? I don't know. No, he's to Idaho. Someone lives in New Jersey. Reported using different date of birth. No ties to Idaho. Kevin, address in Melbourne, Pennsylvania, where Alan has ties. 48 years old. Has ties to Idaho. No one has any known connection to Kevin. Poor Kevin. Then something else. Something Square, Pennsylvania, 2019. New Jersey, and some bits and pieces there. Motionless, no anger situation, possibly set up or framed. So there you go. That is that's that. And again, you can appreciate why some people are going crazy. They're like,
what's this? What's going on? What is going on?
Some people I've seen in comments kind of thinking that this was potentially Brent Kopacker. Not sure about that, because Brent Kopacker wasn't homeless and he didn't reside in Moscow, Idaho either. He came from Washington and had an address in Washington. So, again, I don't think that's anything to do with him. What do I think of it? I think it's quite handy that some of the names have been redacted and then some of the names have then been allowed to be leaked onto this document, and some people have pointed out in the comments that some of these names correspond to psychic readings and names that have been mentioned through these psychic readings. So some of the rumours that have become quite virulent, if you like, is that, these were mentioned in these psychic readings. I offer this absolutely no credibility whatsoever. I think it's important to bring it to people's attention because it shows the lengths that some people will go to provide documentation to help to push a specific narrative or push things in a certain direction, or to perhaps spike interest in a case that is dwindling in things that a lot of people are interested in. At the end of the day, the Idaho 4 has come into a bit of a lull, and then it's come out the other side. We're going to see some information come out, from the recent court hearings, the transcripts. So hopefully that will bring more people back into looking at the Idaho 4 case. And I think it's important that we see what happened in that courtroom as well. I did a video yesterday referencing the IGG. If you didn't also see, I did a community feed post that went alongside that. If you haven't seen that community feed post, please go over and check that, especially if there was any issues that you had with the video, because that would perhaps clarify some of the points to that video. But yeah, thank you for reaching out to me, and thank you for giving me this. Again, I can't stress enough, I offer absolutely no credibility whatsoever. Could I be wrong? Abso-fucking-lutely I could be wrong. But at this point in time, there is just simply nothing in there that would lead me to believe that that is an accurate, genuine tip and has any bearing on the Idaho 4 case and what happened. But I may be proven wrong. It wouldn't be the first time. Well, actually, it probably would be the first time. Not really. Love you all, and I'll catch you all later. Mwah.